Okay,
Oh
sorry.
shit. Here we go
Now we're
again.
back. Hello, Schnitzel. Congratulations on being first. Woo! Schnitzel's first. Oh yeah, baby. Oh shit! I just realized. Chapter 8's on page 69. Whoa, page 69, bros, girls, friends. Anywho, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I should probably start the battle. Ooh, a loyalty skin chest. I like a skin chest. Wait. No, that works. But it could be misconstrued as a couple of things. I gotta send you guys a photo. You guys probably won't care, but it's like ladybug season, and my office just gets full of ladybug. Necronoma box. See? I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. Alright, anywho. Let's hop right into this before Angel and I go back to that silly ragdoll wobble game that we were enjoying, because we enjoyed that. Okay, let's see if we can, chisel our way through this fucking thick as shit plot here.
6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Okay.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance.
Oh yeah, right, because we just tortured that man. Right, I remember now. Well,
Luka
sort
tried
of.
to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos.
Fucking beautiful mind room. I keep saying beautiful mind room, but I don't think that's the right thing. But people know what I mean when I say it.
Gran was the
Oh
only
my
family
god,
he had
who
left.
the
He
hell
still couldn't bring himself to
cares?
believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears. Oh yeah,
Rollo
right.
shut his lip
Hope
with a
everyone's doing
misdirected
well. Good
nod.
morning, good morning. We just hopped right into this because I'm so intrigued by this fucking game. I mean, I also really wanted to play Goat Sim. That was eating at my brain for a couple minutes, but you know, I'm having a good day so far. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing, Josh? Schnitzel, I think I congratulate you on being first. Ah. If you got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a country record. Ah, oh, you and me, bud. You and me, best friends for life. When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like,
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
well, as long as you get there. Brain tired, not fully awake. Good morning. Morning, Josh. So, in other words, what you're saying is you just woke up? Like, I guys like how I'm bringing back the classic shirts? Figured out I wore a lot of the new shirts. It's time to bring it to remember I have other ones. That's what I do in real life. Excellent. Her finger down to the open page. J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luka's mind.
Ooh, is it the urge to play Goat Sim? Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 20 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Oh! I was wondering why that sounded familiar to me, too. I thought it was the body in the bag for a minute. Maybe there are two J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under 3 towns over, ooh, chapter drop. Then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Yeah, wait a second. Hold on. That is a bigger bomb drop, actually. Nah, I think she faked her death. I'm sure this is a real gran. Alright, gang. I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
Shit, how late is it? Almost 10. Ah, crap. Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. My parents are gonna be worried sick. My grand's not home, he doesn't give a fuck. So let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What do you do with the unconscious man in your basement? Yeah, I'll think of something. Isn't it so adorable? I love the artwork in this. Josh, remember, they're all 12 years old. If you're gonna make any jokes, make sure you talk, make sure you say it when they turn 18, please.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luka shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Yeah, good friends that were just coming along to give me a hand with the man in my... Oh, shit.
He held perfectly still,
Gran's home.
tempering his breath, and listened closely.
And that's the problem, because they're not written like children in this. I'm not gonna lie to you. They are not written. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe as a 12-year-old, that's what I was like. I don't know. They seem. Well, that's not true. I know it's tough. I can connect, but it seems almost like they're too old. But then at the same time, it's like, what was I like at 12? So I don't know. Very appropriate for middle schoolers. Fair enough, fair enough. Something illegal joke, something, just kidding. Hey yo, Josh. That's what I do when I can't think of a joke. I'm just like, joke. You guys make it up. He was perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely.
She was asleep.
Did she not go
His
check her
only
secret
hope was
basement?
that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
I'm sure if she found Mr. Tolliver locked in the basement, Luka, she would have like, okay, player knowledge, character knowledge here. She probably would have called the cops, or at least let him go, if she found him. Honestly. Or their friends, right? Okay, she didn't... Did she literally just go in and sit in her chair and go to bed? Okay, nope, she let him go. Or he escaped. Oh, no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, boy. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do now? Or what do I do?
His hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Hey, been there, buddy. Okay, gotta figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luka rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and
Hey,
shoved
morning,
a handful
H2O
into
lights.
his mouth.
Eating jam? I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Oh no. It's a fucking poison. Was Gran trying to poison Nuncreed? Because his was specifically for him. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. I don't think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do. Nuncreed sells the jam? Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. Oh, maybe you're right. He does sell the jam. You're right. Oh my god. One day you'll be beautiful again, Christine. One day you'll be beautiful again. Right now you're... I'm gonna go to sleep. I know, I can barely see them. They're like beady little black dots. Beady little black void. Oh, crap. Grand. Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed. Play it cool.
As Luka climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
He's gonna fucking pass out.
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to step. Something was wrong.
Told you. Told you guys she fucking poisoned it. Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luka groaned and tried to move.
Told you guys she poisoned it. Ha!
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Would you? Like, that's like, go to sleep. Check. Passing out counts, right? Passing out from poison jam counts. Okay. Okay, now I'm a little scared of Gran. This is a little nerve-wracking. How are you doing, by the way, H2O Lights? Doing well, hopefully? So we're in, like, some real crazy, like, mind-bending shit here. I'm trying to piece so much together right now. Try to, like, mesh all the alternate branches to one, and... It's always been, like, a mystery game. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now, let me handle everything. Hey, were ya? Yeah, shit was wild.
Chapter 9.
That's awesome of you to be H2O. That's nice that you're enjoying it though. Even if it was helping you sleep. I would consider that enjoyment.
A speech to end all speeches.
Oh, fuck.
Luka awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
He didn't drug you, dumbass. You ate Nun Creed. She was drugging Nun Creed.
Or rather,
yeah, there we go.
Why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
I knew he was a creep and she didn't like him. But I thought it was very suspicious, considering she was specifically like Nun Creep. Well, that's good then, H2O Lights. I'm very happy to hear that. Well, then have a good sleep when you get there. That's inevitably this morning.
From his woozy head, Luka snapped back to the matter.
The old dude in front of the store, yeah. Sounds good, Woofy. Have fun. Yeah, Nuncreed is the guy who was hanging in front of the shop, who was like being all creepy to your grandma about your grandma. But then in one of the endings yesterday, you find out that he's part of this evil conspiracy, and he like throws you into a phone booth after you tell him about the body and everything, and then like it takes you down into like a underground layer with like a bunch of guys in hazmat suits that grab you, and it's like the end. There's so much fucking mystery happening, H2O Lights. I don't even fucking know anymore. Yeah, the shit's nuts. The shit's nuts. Game's so fucking crazy. Yeah, anywho. Shake it over the festival. Yeah, right now we think Grandma's gonna bomb the festival. Dude, kid, wouldn't this hurt? Oh man, I don't know about you, but I feel like being drugged, you'd wake up not feeling very good the next morning. So this kid's like, off we go. Yeah, there's like a whole other Beacon Pines that's like frozen by ice. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho. Sly Devil. I should try to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked, but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncrew is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone's gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Oh, is Nuncreed actually the guy that's gonna blow up everything?
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing... hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and... I suppose you already know that. This guy's hilarious. No, a little adorable little, like, awkward man. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Hooray. Even that's more than the old codger
Gus
deserved.
cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Thanks, Epic Artillery, poet. And plot holes, well, I mean, lots of things have plot holes. FYI. Or, sorry, not FYI. I meant to say, sorry for the late read. Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Ah, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh my god. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at our perennial harvest. With us, these are the pillars of a bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. This fucking guy. William Kerr. What a piece of garbage. In an alternate timeline, he's dead. I killed him. Well, sort of. And I'm dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip, which brought me to a small town, which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single
Oh,
tear.
fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. Too many. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. Hey, Woofy, you're back. Kerr's having a fucking speech over here. To see the people of this great town suffering great loss, still hold on to things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Fucking Kerr. Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip.
Okay, that's a little hot. Stop
The
that.
crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
I'm not gonna lie, he is very handsome. Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each
Fucking
section
Mr.
of the
Kerr.
crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are the horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Oh my good lord. We now walk hand in hand in a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Be prepared. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we could accomplish. And the Great Freeze is gonna hit us again. What was
The
that?
crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't gonna ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Hitting some bizarre road, Heckabine. Rogue. 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 Through all my travels, I have learned one thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim we're all gonna freeze. The place, there it is, called it. Okay, so the freeze hit us again. So there's something we gotta do to go stop the freeze from Grand's side.
A merciless wall of impossibly
Hey,
cold air
the dragon on the left is so sad. she's been bred a lot. And this is just one of the not ideal breeds she's ever had. Yeah. At that moment, blah blah blah.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end.
Fuck it. William.
On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
Boo.
The end.
Boo, William.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit?
No.
Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that.
That's what I thought, narrator.
We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
You can do it. Okay. Slide, chill. So yeah, pretty much my only call for now is to try a different approach at the investigation, at the interrogation. Okay, let's try. We also have Sly Cop, and that's the one I just unlocked. So Sly is probably the right choice. Let's see what happens if I'm Chill Cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
Doesn't he? He looks so adorable all the time. Luka is cute. Fucking Rollo is cute. And fucking Beck is cute.
Luka walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Oh yeah, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luka, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luka, what's going on here? What do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Hi. Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luka glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? Kieran Clark, thanks to Epic Necromancer. Hey, Redo, how's it going? You cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luka, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town. An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes.
Gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives, you know. That's kind of important. That's sort of one of the most important things we should have mentioned first, Luka. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an
Luka looked
explanation.
again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luka began to slowly lose.
He's gonna knock us out and run.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This'll all make... yeah, he's gonna peace. This'll all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly imperceptibly toward the stairs as
Imperceptibly. Yeah, because we're 12-year-old kids. Any friggin' moron could see that back step. You see, this town has secrets, Luka. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought to...
He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Light. Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. Let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered
Language,
at
boy.
each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luka opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped.
Hey, Star.
The end.
Ah, boo. I had a feeling that was the beginning.
We certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked back
Hey,
to the
narrator.
drawing board.
Shush. I had a feeling that was going to happen, but shush you. This is going to be a branch later, too. This shame one. I'm doing well. I slept well. Just Cause 3 is that you're playing right now? Alright, good cop, sly cop.
They'd run the classic good cop,
Closer to the end we
sly cop
inch.
interrogation.
Closer to the end we inch. Who's gonna be the sly cop? Oh, it's gonna be, nice. You got it, Beck.
With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
Nice. What? What's going on here? Aw. Well, good, you came into, like, the deepest part of a confusing game. Or one of the deepest parts of a confusing game. Yay! You're that mode wheel girl. Please, call me Beck. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Oh, hey, Keelbar. How you doing, friend? Been a while. How's things? You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
Easy.
This was gonna be easy.
You know, Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup? But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? This kid's smart. Who would suspect a kid? I think that band-aid on her nose gives her like a plus 20 to intelligence. Holy.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on
Hey, thanks
his
for the follow,
forehead.
Sevron415. Much appreciated. Very true. It turns out we're both here
Beck
to
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the
Beck
evidence.
shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is deafened, if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
Hold on, first we'll do the battle here. Well, we're at the chapter book here. She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down
Beck was
here.
on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Damn, she's good. Or he's an idiot. Both are viable. You're sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. Sorry, Kyo, I'm going as fast as I can. You can leave the rest to me. Ooh, repairing smartphones. Nice. That's a cool job. I couldn't do it. I'm a dummy. Loose end. Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and know where to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. Sounds good, Star. See you when you're back. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies. Everyone else is sick at home? That sucks.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look.
Uh-oh.
She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug,
Okay, never mind.
he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Well, good thing he's a big dumbass. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver has had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Ah! Rollo. You silly goober. The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but when things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
You said you heard a password on the radio. A good spy transmission is never what it
Marked
seems.
each scrap of paper. And
Oh, she's gonna know fucking like a cipher and all that shit. We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Hey, Supernova. Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luka and Beck looked at Rollo
What?
with amazement.
I mean, it makes sense, but how? How did you know that? Well, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's new drugstore. Yeah, I think you're right the first time. How'd you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Damn! Damn, Rollo, you're a genius. Oh. Should we talk to you? You got that right. Who says comic books rot your brain? How you doing, Supernova? You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's up here waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear, that man would be late to his own funeral. Oh, he's gonna be. Yeah! Alright, perennial harvest. Oh. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. We got caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh? What you have to report? What's this insipid town festival really about? I think.
Gus looked around nervously.
What is it, Gus? I'm doing well, Supernova. I think Mr. Care really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend time with him. No, you're just a fucking idiot who can't see past his facade. And I would too if I didn't know that he was... No, I don't... I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Care and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Care came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree that I'm turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. Aha! So Perennial Harvest so Perennial Harvest are the ones behind dumping the toxic waste. Okay, so we know that Gran, and Tolliver are against Perennial Harvest. And we know that Perennial Harvest is doing something with the source. And we know that Gran and Tolliver, and whoever they're working with, want to destroy the source. Interesting. And as far as I can guess, the chill that happens every time, like every time the chill ending happens, we hear that explosion first. So they think they will go and they blow up the source, which we learned in the other universe gives it too much power and explodes it. But on the one ending, he blows up the source and it plugs the hole. Huh. Interesting. So how are we going to learn the right amount of power to plug the hole, then, in this universe? The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Sky hung in the air.
Ooh, snap. We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change, whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus. We will always just be August. Ooh! Ooh! Oh!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Good night, Harris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Has questions. It's getting late, children. So I wonder if we heard that. They're not talking about it, so as kids, we must not have heard that as the kids. That must just be something for us. Okay, this is the adopted kid that's Harris's kid.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Don't eat too much of that, it'll kill you. It's true black licorice. Heard about a guy who ate a bunch of it and died. I think it has like it has some sort of one of the things in it. Yeah, truth. Like if it's true black licorice, like true black licorice, now most black licorice use anise. But if it's like true black licorice, I guess they use like some actual stuff from the black licorice root, like the licorice plant's root. And if you eat too much of that, it'll like drastically lower your potassium, apparently. So basically, this guy ate so much of it that all his organs just like failed because he ate like, we're talking bags upon bags upon bags. Like that was his snack forever. Look it up. Because I'm sure you'll find more information than I can remember. Yeah, just look up guy dies eating black licorice. I mean, he wasn't healthy to begin with because he ate a lot of other candy, but at the same time, yeah. So now the black licorice flavor is anise, or more often than not, anise. There's your fact for the day. Hey, Solomon. Looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
He's gonna fucking die. Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. But whatever floats your boat. You tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I like sour candy, too. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. He must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Oh, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. So I can just grab a rock and smash the window in. It's for the town. Mystery of the town. Oh, right, the phone booth. Telephone booth. Have you seen him actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's new drugstore. I mean, underground secrets. The
Beck
password.
flung open the door, and they all squeezed in.
Aha. Good thing I remembered that from the other branch. Alright, let's see here.
Luka cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we... Oh good, we can see where this actually goes.
From its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes.
Ah,
held their
yes,
breath,
correct.
and
And that's where
accepted
that's where
defeat.
Luka and I ended. That's where Luka ended up in the other universe as well.
Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The
Okay,
air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. You fucker. Look, remember when I said how cool it would be? The transdimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real? Barlow, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Interesting. Mining Operations Alpha. Oh. Oh, we're gonna find where the name tag worked. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Always says, you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. Oh, I know exactly how it applies. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means till it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Oh, that's what the femboy said. Or she said. Really, that's what anybody said sexually. Not this boy, though. He's 12. Oh, my. This suit has a the broken mask. This suit has a broken mask. So we found our mystery warehouse creeper. We at least found our hazmat suit. And it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed. Let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech. Oh, well, no.
Frollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rollo, what'd you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow yet. Oh, someone's coming in. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. It's Nuncreed. Shit. 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 Awesome! Rollo. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. Told them it was an absurd password. They love anything that makes them feel clever. Hey who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. You don't care about our skins. Hold on now. I like my skin. This all stops now, Nun Creed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. My dad. Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back
He
before
gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality. Complications. Life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients, and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luka, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. The source. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. The thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luka began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My Gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. No, it's not. She got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luka by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization
Yep,
struck Mr.
he's
Nuncreed.
realizing it's the next town over. She knows about the source? The heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. Aha! Called it! That's what's been happening every time. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally following him, right? Totally. Hey, Velton. Let's go on the other side. You good? Yep. I love this town. Me too. This game took some crazy turns and I'm loving it.
Chapter
Apparently Nuncreed is not that bad. Like, he's working for Perennial Harvest, so he's bad in that sense. But, just when you thought the plot couldn't get any thicker.
The cold, hard truth.
Ooh?
Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant
It does, that's what I
echoes of
mean.
Rory's
It sounds
glee.
like he's, like, yeah, being forced, in a way.
Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden,
Aha.
as if minutes had passed,
There we
in
go.
an
So now all
instant,
three of them are going to
light
end up
blazed into view.
here in the
A burst of
alternate.
wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was
Oh,
flung
and that's
out into
that's the hatch that we found with the mutated kid. Can't remember his name, and I saved my life. No, not Luka. It was when Luka and I were with that other kid. Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah. Whatever the fuck his name was. We would have kept calling everyone wackadoos. Because yeah, we found this. Okay, everything's coming together. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like I got on any of us. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Wouldn't we want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Come on, everyone. Time for us to take time for you three to get the dramatic reveal. This looks familiar. Yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time. Nuncreed's getting away. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're not gonna get the dramatic reveal. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be well versed in all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Oh, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien.
Fuck it all, don't give a shit anymore.
Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pines citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving.
As they rounded the corner to the
source.
frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luka recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge.
Gran,
one
no!
arm
You're gonna kill us
outstretched
all!
over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Don't do it, Gran. Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Well, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luka, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luka. This is between me and Juniper.
Back held steadfast in awe. Luka approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luka, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? Wait a minute. 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 Hold on. Hold on. Is grandmom just in disguise? I wonder. Luka, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nungreen winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not
They
true.
both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself.
Because, yeah, why would... Because here's the thing. Gran is supposedly Luka's mom's mom, right? But then why does she care about Walt? They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself.
Making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Oh man, a
Amid
turning
blur
point.
of emotions and memories. Luka's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And the stillness.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luka had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody.
Almost the right call, I betcha.
It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luka had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
I fucking called it.
A few steps toward Luka was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself.
Fucking called it, man. It's gonna be a dramatic reveal. It's
Through
Mom.
a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
I know it's the battle, but hold on. We're at a dramatic moment here. I got the goosebumps.
Luka lifted his head in astonishment.
I could have pushed A that whole time. I thought I had to wait for the song to end.
The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
Oh, I fucking called it. How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. expression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
Oh, it's not in disguise. Oh. The goo. The goo. Mom? That's right, Buckaroo. Mom.
Luka sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. Should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luka, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luka. Why did you lie to me? Tore me up, Luka, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. The more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Till perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luka. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with
For the
fire.
first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now. There's a better way to stop perennial harvest. Cold, hard
Luka
truth.
gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Yeah! Woohoo! You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9.
Oh, baby. So, yeah, okay, so Mom was exposed to the toxic goo then, which made her old. But she must have been fully doused in it then. Because if she wasn't fully doused in it, she wouldn't have got entirely old, because that other kid, whose name I still can't remember, he only half old because it splurched on half his body. Alright. Chapter 9.
The devil you know. 7 months ago,
Ooh, 7 months ago.
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant.
Okay.
It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers.
What's happening?
They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen.
Ah, here we
There
go.
were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time.
Hey, what'd you have for dinner, by the way, Woofy?
Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Ooh, rice with pork belly. Nice. Alright, so that was 7 months ago, so now we're back into the present. And that's what change is all about. Thought so, yep. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice, together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not. Nice. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvests only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it, right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd, and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Don't you all see? This festival is a sham! An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I am Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just as sneaky as the Dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. Yeah, Nuncreed! You two-timing clown. Nice, good one. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... What the fuck, now this kid's gonna step up and be like, yes. Good job. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm the dramatic reveal. Wait. Wait. No. Guys. He's Sharper fucking Valentine. Yeah. He's Sharper Valentine. But why is he younger? My mind is exploding. I've got nothing. My mind is just... That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter. Your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are the most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its
No,
contents.
he can change shape at will? What?
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face
Fucking
began
called
to
it.
contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
Son of a bitch.
About change.
Son of a bitch. What? No! Oh. Oh no, he's hot. Oh no, he's hot! Oh shit. Oh. Ho, ho. Woo. Mm. Okay, remember, he's evil. He's evil. Ah, so you didn't see that coming. I would like to point out I did. What I didn't see coming was his attractiveness. I'll admit it. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. The Sharper Valentine Festival. Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh.
Oh, sorry. Ha! It looks like you're Sona, H2O. Nice.
Frustrated
And you're hot,
grumbles
too.
sprinkled through the crowd.
Why doesn't anyone just leave? Like, I mean, what? Okay, hold on. So, okay. So your evil mayor's back. So why not just, like... I guess money reasons. I was gonna say, why not just leave the town? But yeah, right. Money reasons. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd. Sharper, you malicious bastard! Malice. Ooh, a new charm. So we're not quite done yet. I have no clue. Good morning, story. Oh, sorry, I'll posture check for you, and I will hydrate. I did them, but I didn't really let you know I did it. Posture checked. Hydrated. How are you doing, story? Good time zone. I know, as far as I know, Harris is against them, but that's probably because Harris doesn't like her dad. Is she adopted? I'm glad you're back, so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. Doing well, doing well. Having my mind blown by this, what I thought was going to be a child video game. Sorry. A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy! I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. Oof. Oh, damn. They're really nailing home how big this guy is as an asshole. Holy fuck. I don't know which is worse. A son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? What about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because you left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Care's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Sorry, Story. Story's adorable. Next time, he'll come back, I hope. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again. And I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Ha! You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition,
When the story's over,
it almost felt frivolous.
I'll let you up. You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow.
Mr.
You've earned
Kerr
it.
flourished a preposterously elaborate
Oh,
bow.
God. Alright, what do you really look like, William? Ah. Patrick C. He wrote that book in the library.
Peek behind the curtain, the methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time.
No idea who that is.
Patrick C. Montesquieu.
The name. I knew that name is familiar. He wrote the fucking book in the library. Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was a Pat C the whole time? A Pat C? Woo! Fuck off. Fuck off, Rollo. Whew. Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time. And now, time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought, but well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous
Oh.
qualities.
He really is Whoopi.
Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all.
Motherfucker.
Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
The end.
Uh-huh. So the source ruins the whole world eventually.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right?
Yes.
We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
Well, yeah, he has the ability to age and make himself younger, so he can
Let's
control
see.
both sides of time. So I can try weeping there, but here I can try the look of malice in Nungreed's eyes. I kind of want to see what weeping does. He began to weep.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
See if weeping does anything.
It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luka whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow.
Ooh, it's really cold.
Gran stared at Luka for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
Ah, yeah, okay, so me crying, Luka crying just makes her throw it in anyways. This all makes sense soon, Luka. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
I kind of had a feeling it was going to start with the freeze and this was going to happen, but I still want to see it. You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring
Hey,
his
Kendall.
final
How you
plea,
doing, friendo?
Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Whoosh.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole,
Oh boy.
punctuated with a thunderous thud.
Oh boy. And the great freeze. You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. You want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
We overdid it! No! Yep, I knew that was gonna happen, but still.
Gran
So waiting for the
only
shift to
had
end.
time to
That
spin
sucks.
around and run to Luka. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but still.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Easy. Easy. We've already done, like, everything except... The only thing left is to continue up this road and to see the malice in Nuncreed's eyes. So this... Now, okay. So, hold on. This universe is the one where me and Rollo discovered the body and Rollo was missing. Malice.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring. Luka felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luka to get out of there.
Do it, Luka. Run! I just want this all to be over. Of course. I'm sure it'll all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rollo at the
Luka twisted
treehouse.
free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luka. Hey, good morning, Wiccan Dreamer. Yeah, your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Bye, Nuncreed. Alright. Aha! You two. The festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree. This is more than blah, blah, blah. This is all more than a little sad. Right, Stargazer? Sometimes I still want to call you Joseph, it's funny. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we do a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? would be a shame
The
if someone...
two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Oh. That's one of Beck's moms. Oh, you guys can't see her. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modewell. I work here now. I'm unable to locate you on the staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start till tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I can come in early tonight and get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. I don't like how they say that. That's like very cult-like. Whoa. You get a wrench to the noggin sticking out of a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junking, sonny. Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junking? I might as well ask the same thing of you. Want anything good? Ah. Ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. This bunch is all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. Right? You're still sleeping? Hey, little fox boy with candy, what's up? You don't want to talk? Okay. The treehouse. Hey, Jetson. Seen Rollo come by? Or not. As elusive as the fish in this here pond. Rollo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo! It's battle time! Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luka felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
And we're gonna have a battle before Luka goes to sleep. Because we have no clue what the fuck's gonna happen when Luka wakes up. Haste!
Shit, here we go again.
He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
This kid's like me, all he does is go to sleep.
Once again, Luka found
Another
himself
creepy
in a
dream.
vast,
The
black
dreams are creepy.
expanse.
I don't like them. They freak me out.
This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The
Okay.
source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting.
Oh, that'd be good. Hopefully that'd be good. That'll be good for you, Wiccan, if that's what you're looking for. Really? Huh. That's pretty cool, Kendall. I didn't know that juniper berries had yeast. Huh. Be very careful. For the love of God, be very careful. He flopped down, cross-legged, and gazed in the cold flame,
Soon
waiting.
enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luka stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luka turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together."
Of course it
Luka
did.
found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to wait. For what? Another voice spoke out as Luka's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you."
What the fuck's going on here?
Without knowing why, Luka began to weep.
All I said was be very careful. Be very careful with that, Kendall.
Is any of this real? Are you real? Luka's father bent down
Thanks
to
to the
smudge
epic
away
gold
a tear.
Badlands Berserker, Wicked Dreamer.
Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luka turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luka laughed. I think so. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, buckaroo. Luka was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor. A commanding voice rumbled from below.
Who is it?
Just as Luka sprang to lock the entry hatch,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
door knocked open.
Who is it? Oh my god, who the fuck is it?
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small.
Who the fuck is that?
Luka stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight.
Oh no.
Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch,
fucking,
he inched backward to the balcony.
It's Nun Creed.
As his hand grasped the door handle, Luka froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Oh. It's... What? It's Rollo, but grown up. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't get the word out. Or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now, I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luka, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Well, if you quit messing around, it's me. It really is you. Prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luka.
Luka's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo.
The man. Oh, so I can say Rollo's hot now?
Older, changed.
Changed? Oh, man. What happened to you? I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. Wait, where did they take me? I don't know. Threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. Like, I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luka.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet, too. Dang. Paul just made me new shoes. Wait, Luka, why are you so small?
Luka moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window. His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo. Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luka, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched. Look at it this way. I got snatched? I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Oh, maybe that's what the licorice was for. That would make sense. That would make sense. That's how he was staying a kid. That could make sense. I could see that being a thing. So, yeah. Or it's just that he likes black licorice because the point is he's old. Interesting. Both are possible. Maybe you're right. This all seems dangerous. Danger. Ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey, fellas. What's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luka.
Ah! Did I come at a bad time? Why is her hair blue all of a sudden? Oh, is it? This is the timeline. Right. Is this also the timeline where we kicked the... This is also the timeline where we didn't throw the kid in the puddle and instead he kicked the goo at her hair. That's what it was. Jägermeister! Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry. Something truly bizarre just happened, and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rolo. This is your missing friend? Well, I'm the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere, so we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How'd you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. Look how cute she is with her blue hair. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I can hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luka, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Hey, you can say it around me, you can say it around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try and salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. So cute. Okay, just need to play it cool, and hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing, I was just... come over and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You're the one that said change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go to work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good to get them some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. Ooh, this place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. Can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Jesus, kid! Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another
She
peep.
sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, but it doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
Yeah, that was brutal. I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Hi, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, do you need help because you got grounded? No. Well, so you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I just kind of like this look. I do too. Great. Can we get back to the story now? This next part is the important bit. I had this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. I tried to dial in something we're listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies. I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modeville seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She's offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays night and day until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We're in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. When she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to Perennial Harvest, or she won't leave at all. Oh, shit. Oh, shnikes. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay, just for a little bit. Oh, it does sound familiar, doesn't it? I think Prescott was the corpse. I think Prescott was the corpse they threw in the body. They threw in the dumpster. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luka gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at the Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luka, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't you just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and
Beck
get her.
flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have the blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map for my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. Even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
It's payday 2. Oh, sorry. I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist. Hell yeah.
Chapter 6.
Now it's a heist story.
The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest.
Alright, baby.
It
What
would
do you got?
be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare.
Okay.
They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even
Okay.
enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luka, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they each had their assignments.
Oh man. Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial's my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your
He
new
waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Ah, she'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even notice.
Snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, You're sure Iona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. What she understands is the danger Nellie is in, danger we're all in. The plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at
Iggy,
each
that's the
other
name of the other
with
kid.
sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Keep God out of this. Alright, gotta go get Jeff. Look out! Get him away, clipboard. Jeff? Jeff. Hey, Jeff. What can I do you for? Well, I know how much you hate perennial harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I mean, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break another headquarters, and I thought you may be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see? I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you'll
The
help?
joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But, give me one good reason I should risk my hide, aiding and abetting you
Looking
restless.
into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luka blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh, fuck. Junk. Junk! Yeah, what of it? Turning out more junk than a king-ass copper. I ain't interested.
Luka wasn't ready. He shouted out.
Fight! Fight! I done enough fighting for one lifetime and more than my share of losing. Time to hang up the gloves. Okay. Shit! Yeah, it's all shit. Still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Okay. Hide.
Jeff's brow perked up.
Okay. What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction,
There we go.
Luka carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. They'll never hear him say I hid from
One
nothing.
good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. Or not just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate could come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it. Put it on my
Luka
tab?
offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Oh man, so far so good. Now where the fuck is Iggy and what's her name? I don't remember her name at all right now. Oh, right here. Hello. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luka, you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately, life has been kinda strange. You know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities, at least for now? We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there's a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest
A
HQ.
wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luka Van Horn. I'm impressed. And after all this is done, maybe you and Tish can come and hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. Ha! Ha! Alternate reality views would disagree. We just like to cause chaos.
Quick nod, Luka was off.
Easy. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
You invited us to hang out at the
A single
treehouse.
tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. She talks! How wonderful. She talks!
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires
She talks!
preparation. And thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luka that night with a simple and covert message. "We're locked and loaded on my end." And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention.
Okay.
Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach perennial harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe.
Oh no.
90%
Did they make him look like a clipboard?
Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Okay, never mind. Not what I was expecting. I thought they were gonna make him look like a clipboard, but that works too. Got your delivery here. But delivery? Huh. I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning.
He had to
Right.
think quick.
It says this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept
Rollo
secret.
sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Haha! Our harvest awaits, and
With a
such.
stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh? I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll
He
just
stared
check.
and flipped through the
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete
Rollo
this form.
interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits! Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yup. Suck on this, perennial ham fist. What was that?
Distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
Fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay, okay. Haha. Whew. That was close. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure, when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You should be safe. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. That is odd. That was easy. Solomon.
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luka? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, when they were distracted, I ran. Dang. Okay, stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't just leave yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Little waggle for Wolf Fighter. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this
Luka
way.
happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. See, we already know the secret. This Luka doesn't. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly
Luka
fortunate.
tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. How you doing, Wolffighter? I don't see how how we could possibly defeat a lock
Luka
like that.
smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like
She
it.
mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. It looks like Cuphead.
Luka switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We selected a locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. Hold on a sec. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friends, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Yep, this is what I used to be. I used to be a proto. I mean, my original persona is always the Fennec you've seen, but... Walmart's different, at least, yeah. What? A corporation treats you like shit, Magic Doctor? I don't believe it. This is how a lot of people first met me. Over a year ago. Isn't that something? Alright, sorry, anywho. On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field. Surely you don't know where you get around the password.
Luka pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
So far, so good. How did you just guess that? You know, it wouldn't be much longer than like 20 minutes. Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess it, and something so simple. You goober. We all know you're the Founder, and I just hurt your feelings. Ha! These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luka quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Hey Eric, how's it going, buddy? Luka quickly scanned the columns for 24601. Rollo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open. Luka, you never fail to impress. Doing well. Purge in form for another 2 minutes. What is that slippery lout even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom's in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luka, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luka scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Oh, you bastard. Crap, we got company. Luka, must go faster. Don't say I can't think of all this
Quickly
noise.
skimmed the screen with his finger.
13806, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luka. Don't beat yourself up. I know you're just trying to help. Ah, clipboards. So fucking scary. Oh man, no water cups. Rollo! Should have tipped it over. Rollo, are you okay? Rollo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a
Fucking Mr.
sneer
Kerr.
and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Look, everyone's in danger. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two Ha ha! Ha ha! Aha! I was wondering when those two would show up. You two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Oh, shin kick. Shin kick, baby. Do it up, Angel. Voice act, man. Play more text-based games and give everyone funny voices. I don't have the patience or the memory to remember their voices, but... Did that little shit just kick me? Or just stand there after them? Oh yeah, this is the universe where I kicked her in the shin, too, so she used it against us. That's funny. I have no clue either. Sorry, buddy. You'd have to Google that. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rollo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say, we got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the Young Chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No. That's it, that's not
Nellie
possible.
leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? Oh, a Mareep, damn it! I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest liquamine, or liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops were ready to harvest in a fraction of the time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. The Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You'd think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists. Yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott, harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. Posture check and hydrate. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. Oh no, my controller! Oh. Done. I dropped my controller. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyways. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott's dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here. Like, now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luka, we got Dr. Modwell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what's your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even has alcohol and arrogant. I should just smother you right now. What was that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. He threw darts at his own son. Wow, what a dick. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system. Time card logs. Payroll. Never been so evil. This guy sure is
Solomon
boring.
once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luka tugged on each of the cabinets.
Yeah, the eyes still are terrible, but the color's a little less off-putting. Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you expected. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will
Luka held
tell.
his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been here recently. Really slow you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. Oh, you needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
Quivering lip. A smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it! Beep. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rollo. When we start tossing blame around, it's possible someone ordered a pizza. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. So let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Ah, fuck. Hey, Whomping Waluigi. How you going, friendo? Leave the epic retro barbarian by the way of Scott at TV. Everyone else huddle up. Oops! I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief re-education is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Burial Harvest, Valentine, Fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha! Yes, now you've got it. Tempest Liquimine. You discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modwell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial,
Kerr
please.
presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder
Before
of
he could
the...
finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Yoink. Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hands. Actually, we do. You used a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Casually tossed the vial to Luka.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a
Luka jiggled
taste.
the vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luka, over here! Another inch and I smash
She
it.
held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine. Risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less
He
leniency.
pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
Jesus. But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be
A
harmed.
deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
Don't believe it, Beck. You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this
She
ends.
looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it! We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry.
With
He's
apprehension,
right.
Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you've allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance
The
review.
blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is all this because of me? Ha! It said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father always was a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luka, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal
A
life.
muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Yay! Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Till then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three, keep post outside the door. Okay, so Grandma's still gonna bomb the thing though, because we haven't stopped that. Well, crap. Can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you need some time. Rollo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luka. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luka. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Luka, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I looked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short, and so he left behind a letter, with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luka, I think they were meant for you. What? Why? What did it say? It's about an incident with your mother? Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luka's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That is a reasonable conclusion.
Luka was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
There she is.
Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right?
Oh no. Okay, so in this universe, she fucked up.
And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo.
Oh.
With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Son of a bitch. So in this universe, Gran decided, or Mom decided to save Rollo and found us all. Gran, what are you doing here? Luka, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Miss Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they? Gran, there's something to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone, we got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thank you. We're going to dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
This reveal again. We gotta stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, she switched it. She fucking switched it.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luka. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
She switched it. Of course she did. Little change.
Mida tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand.
Oh
as
boy.
He disappeared
Did he
into
drink the
a
penny too?
rushing green
I
mist.
didn't notice. Oh man, is he gonna be all like fucked up? Like mutated now? Oh. Ah. So copper reduces the aging process? Yeah, but he's still sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help.
She
Thank
looked
you.
back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Woohoo! Well, maybe it's different when he's like a baby.
Beacon
He went
Pine's
too young?
coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare.
It's a tough call now. That's all one of the plot we're talking about. What's the work came with
Both
fanfare?
shared what they had,
Yeah.
and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn.
Falling leaves, falling leaves, falling leaves on the
Everything Luka,
ground.
Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Okay. Aw, he's so cute. You wore that sweater all summer and now it's fall again?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
Oh, do we reduce her back to her regular age, I guess?
Eleanor had moved back, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
So she must have de-aged herself. Nope, she stayed grand. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why'd you stay grand? Oh, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. I got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I enjoy it. Alright, I also had a Rollo first. Wait, so we figured out how to de-age everyone, but we didn't fix everyone? Everyone just is stuck being old? You and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luka rule. So we decided to expand. At least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Iona's shop going? It's been great. How about we also get into the School of Agriculture up at State? Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement with the trio's renovations. Don't tell him this will go to his head. I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Be better. I'm grateful to Iona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
Perennial harvest collapsed. Most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Aw. And with a knack for art can help paint the offices. Count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here is something I'm gonna be proud of. Maybe it's a joke about red pandas. Do we know anything about red pandas? Slow and dirty harvest. Wow. Yep. Way to include all the old stuff to put on the final touch. Slow and dirty harvest is now official. It's very adult. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just as progress is important, doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Aw. Hey buddy boy, what's up? Luka, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, and honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What do you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. That's torture for the poor thing. Okay, bye. A little higher. Yup. A little lower. Yup. A little higher. Yep. I like to believe that, yeah, the clipboards are just red pandas that just so happen to all hang out in the same place. And they just all look the same because it's a joke against red pandas. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Again, though, it's not exactly plausible, but why didn't we just, like, de-age everybody? Probably because science. It's only been a year. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Yeah, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic till we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. He'll be fine, right? He'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck. Epilogue. Young Mr. Van Horn. It is very cute. How's little Solomon, Sharper, doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I, so we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, you know, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Let's hope he'll be a little nicer the second time around. That's the objective, yes. So really, all I can do is try, and hope. Two activities I'm endeavoring to find the less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town's ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him how to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
Aw, that would be acceptable. Adorable. What's today's news that needs knowing? We'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft.
Shit, here we go again.
Is she gonna say anything, or is she just still reading? He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep,
Miss Hatch?
relaxing breath.
Is Miss Hatch the fucking narrator? Oh, hello, Luka. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. I wonder if she's the narrator. I wonder if that's going to be the very last line of the story. Luka, do you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Cereal, you gotta come see this. Finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if I know. It's too late. You're not officially a person that cares. Aw. Aw. I think no one exactly questions how the young boy was like, I'm actually Mayor Sharper, and then turned into a baby. Nuncreed. Jeff's wild ride. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. No, these bunny kids.
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one is too big, no one is too small for Jeff's Wild Ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Adorable. Guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dynastus Titius. And that's good? It's great! I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the county. Okay, so everything's good and normal, but why? It's because perennial harvest is gone and they've stopped mining the fucking source? She kept the blue hair. Aw. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in! Yeah, it's only been a year, apparently. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you. Most years aren't gonna be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. To the tree. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just what the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. You should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take Jeff's Wild Ride to Old Beacon Pines. Okay. So we did find out in this universe that his dad is actually buried at Beacon Pine is actually buried, like, they found out that they moved the town and everything. Wait. Whoops. Jeff's Wild Ride is this way. Ha! Silly me. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good-looking tree. You want your phone at 720? Wow, cool. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're going to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks. I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Always says, the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. And I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Oh, okay, well... At least you have a new phone. That's exciting. Yay. Yep. Thanks. There's something missing now that you're part of the group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh, God. It won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're gonna forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of it lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I got what you mean, Stargazer. I'll give you two a moment. And the game ends how it starts. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you... you. If you wouldn't have stood up for Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. I enjoyed that. Very well done. Very well written. Quite enjoyed that. That was good. That was good. I mean, it's kind of a bummer that again they figured out how to reverse it, but they didn't reverse it for anyone else. Like they couldn't bring Rollo back to being regular age. They couldn't have brought Mom back to being regular age. She had to stay an old lady. Cat barf. Nice. That was good. That was good. Enjoyable. 10 years later? Pardon me? 10 years later? Sharper, did you find it? Yeah. I found. Oh. Damn it. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for a little more of like a... Adorable. Aw, so cute. I was hoping a little more for like a, what do they call it? I was hoping to see like Luka and them 10 years later. But do you think that like jogged his memory? Now that his brain's developed again? Interesting.